As our series continues, I'd like to introduce you to a good friend of mine, David Wallace, the CEO and founder of SearchRank, a search and social media marketing firm based here in Phoenix. Hi Dave, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. As you know, we're here to talk about the coming year 2010, and I'm just going to jump right in if you don't mind and ask you your first question, which is what are your predictions with respect to the search industry in the coming year?
Well, one thing that I think is finally going to happen is I think Google's going to buy Walmart. You know, why not? I mean, they're into everything else, so why not get into the retail business?
You heard it here first, folks.
No, but in all seriousness, I think, things are just going to continue to progress. Google's still going to have 70 to 80% market share. I think Bing will continue to grow. One thing I think might be interesting to see is I think this next year Yahoo might be on their last leg. And it'd be interesting to see if somebody comes and scoops them up, kind of like Sears did with Kmart and kind of keeps them alive. But I just continue to see them decline. I think local will continue to grow, local search, and everything else is I think is pretty predictable. Personalized search is still going to be big and continue to grow.
Gotcha. And regarding personalized search, if you don't mind me just asking you this real quick, you've probably, of course, read and seen or maybe written some posts about the impact of personalized search with SEO and so on and so forth. Got any opinions on that?
Well, ranking reports are out, because personalized search, everybody's search results are going to be different, cater to what they click on, what they're interested in, so on and so forth. So really, the old way of measuring SEO with static ranking reports is pretty much gone.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely agree. Well, also, I know that you know quite a bit about reputation management. How do you feel, and where do you see that heading in the next coming year?
I think more and more people and companies are going to continue to come to realize that they need to watch their reputation. They need to watch what's being said about them. We already see it happening with the big companies. They're pretty much on cue with it. It was an interesting story last year when I was watching the Super Bowl. I was just sitting on the couch with my BlackBerry, kind of twittering just stupid stuff like "great catch," "why did you drop that," so on and so forth. And about in the beginning of the game, I tweeted that I better not see any Ford, Chrysler, or GM commercials on, because they took the bailout money. And not 30 seconds later, this guy named Scott Monty is not following me on Twitter, but he tweeted back and he says, "Why would you worry about Ford? We didn't take the bailout money." And the thing that he was doing here is a guy who works for Ford. On Super Bowl Sunday, and he's monitoring any mentions of Ford. And I was corrected. I had to retweet, "I stand corrected," because they didn't take the bailout. So I think that that's going to happen a lot more. People using tools like Tracker and setting up Google alerts, things like that. I also think that a lot more people are going to realize that it's easy to harm somebody's reputation as well with blogging, especially with Twitter, and especially with the personalized search, the Twitter results showing up instantly. Well, not in personalized search, but the instant search results. You can really damage somebody's reputation easily. So I think that companies that offer those kind of services to either fix bad reputations or help them to be on the offensive, and setting up profiles on social media sites is going to only grow.
Great. Well, and I'm sure Andy Beal appreciates your Tracker plug there.
Plug for Andy. I'll take a link.
All right, so here's the hardest part, is to kind of focus in on just one issue. If you could pick just one critical issue that those in the SEO industry needed to focus on in the coming year in 2010, what would that be?
Well, traditional SEOs need to evolve. They need to. It's not all about on-page SEO anymore. That's the foundation, really. So all the on-page tactics, such as optimizing title tags, the content, meta description tags, all those things, it still needs to be done, and SEO is still going to be around. Despite what Robert Scoble or Jeremy Schumacher says, it's still going to be around. But I really see that as being the foundation of being able to offer clients many more other services, such as link building, complementing an SEO campaign with link building, getting them involved in social media, and not just setting up profiles, but actually getting them to engage the social media communities, Facebook and Twitter, and whatever best caters to their type of business. So I really think that SEOs need to evolve and be able to offer their clients much more than just on page, but a whole gamut of services just really based on their particular industry.
Yeah, I totally agree. Alrighty, well, we're end of our questions, and I want to thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you at a Phoenix event soon.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.